Good evening, everybody. We welcome you to CCW Canadian Championship Wrestling, where we are proud to bring you a weekly show. Ever since WWE 2K26 has come out, we have proudly brought you a show every week on Sundays and continue to do so with our created superstars that my friends and I and people from the PlayStation Community Creations page have created. And we are putting them in matches where only the computer decides the outcome. None of us are actually in control. Once that bell rings, it is up to the fate of the computer itself to decide who wins and who loses. So you're watching along with us. So thank you all for tuning in as always. And do we ever have a show for you guys here tonight? In our second pit stop here in Alberta. We were in Calgary last week. This week we're in Edmonton, as we get ready for our third show coming back home to Canada after a successful USA tour, crowning Gigi Greener's Green Machine as our world champion. He actually defeated the Big D as their former world champion, and he is currently the champion with Green Machine, and we are going to decide next week in Saskatoon who he will be facing in his hometown of Winnipeg. That's right. We were going to do Week 25's event in Hamilton, but it turns out they still haven't yet have their stadium. Looks like it's not going to be ready. They have some new state-of-the-art stadium that's going up in Hamilton, but it's not ready yet. So they've asked us if we can postpone a week. So we are actually going to have Week 25's event with the World Championship on the line. But we're going to find out next week in an 8-person battle royale. Over the top rope, 8 superstars will enter the ring next week in Saskatoon and will be thrown out of the ring over the top rope and eliminated until only one superstar remains, and that'll be the one to face Gigi Greener in his hometown of Winnipeg, Manitoba for the World Championship here in CCW. But this week, we are going to find out who gets to face our PlayStation Network champion, which is held by Red Devil, created by Myth Ninja 1, as well as we're going to find out in a fatal 4-way, ladies fatal 4-way match, a femme fatale kind of thing, where we're going to find out in an elimination fatal 4-way match, you get eliminated by pinfall or submission. 4 ladies from our locker room are going to hit the ring tonight until only one remains, and that one left standing, not pinned, not submitted, not eliminated, will be going on next week to face Marvelous Maple, our first ever women's CCW champion, as well as right now, the first event is going to be our last tag teams that'll be coming together here. The losers go back to the locker room. No championship title opportunity for now, but the winners of this tag team match will be the last tag team, which will be at Week 25's event in Winnipeg, Manitoba, in a fatal 8-person 4 versus 4 elimination tag match. That's right. There's going to be 4 tag teams, 8 superstars in total in teams of 2, going up against each other. If you're pinned or submit, you're eliminated until only one team remains, and that will be our tag team champions, which is going to be a high mountain to climb for our current champions, El Jefe Papa and Yokai, who actually defended their titles at Bash at the Beach against the Brothers of Destruction here, Hannibal and Nightmare. Will they get another opportunity at the belt? What's stopping them? I Kill the Boss's Primetime Brian and the Icon Trevor G, made by yours truly. Hannibal, also made by the I Kill the Boss. Kind of has a double-edged sword here. Doesn't matter which way this match goes. One of his superstars is going to come out as a winner, as well as Nightmare, created by Leb_RPDMX. And without holding this event up any longer, the intro's in, the announcements have been made, and thank you all for tuning in. Let's get this party started as our first match in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada is about to make way. Both these tag teams have tag team gold in their sights. A lot of talent between them, but the one deciding factor is the weight, right?
This is gonna be good.
The Brothers of Destruction, Hannibal and Nightmare, are both super heavyweights, where the Icon Trevor G is a light heavyweight, and I believe Primetime Brian's a cruiserweight. So We're going to see some... What is going to be victorious here tonight? Speed or power? Here in this first opening tag team match. The fans are in their on their feet here as the 613 Mafia makes their way, representing Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, the nation's capital. They're coming to the west end of Canada to kick some ass. Oh, a little hop, skip, and jump to the ring by the Icon there. Now, these guys love their fireworks. Some superstars have their pyro kick off the moment they enter the ring, but or on their way to the ring, they save the big bang for last. I always get hyped up for this part. Look at this, look at this. They get hyped for it too. Look at the Icon. He's jumping around the ring. He's skipping. And we're starting tonight's event off with a banger. As Primetime Brian and the Icon Trevor G get ready to kick some ass here tonight. No stranger to the tag team that's about to make their way, as these two tag teams have fought up against each other before. The Brothers of Destruction definitely know how to hold their own, both backstage and in the ring. Nightmare and Hannibal have been known to fight quite often in the backstage area. If they have a problem with you, they'll settle it either in the ring or outside of it.
And their opponents at a combined weight of 680 pounds.
680 pounds. Oh, it's like we're fighting a truck here tonight, Brian. Or a small car, I guess.
If you need to step away from the TV,
I mean, if you think that these guys look scary coming to the ring, imagine seeing them in real life. Imagine seeing these two walking towards you at a bar or in an alleyway. Dark lit or bright lit room, doesn't matter. These guys definitely look like they mean business. Nightmare looks like he's working on his upper back this week. I think I see another vein popping out that wasn't there before. Trying to keep up with his big brother Hannibal. This tag team is also from the United States, with Hannibal being from Las Vegas, Nevada, and Nightmare coming from New York City. They've traveled throughout the West Coast a few weeks ago, but now we've returned for their third event here tonight. Traveling from the West Coast of Canada to the East Coast of Canada, starting in Vancouver. We were in Calgary last week, and now we're in Edmonton. Next week we'll be in Saskatoon. Hopefully this time with the mics on. Last time we were in Saskatoon was a bit of a disaster. bigLpaso and I had no idea that our mics were muted. Speaking about bigLpaso, he would be here tonight, but life happens, folks. Life happens, sometimes you get busy. Sometimes a new game like Round 2 comes out and you get stuck playing it. I mean, if I got a brand new game, I'd be hard to pull me away, but CCW is in my blood, and I will be here every week, whether it's by myself or alongside my best friend, bigLpaso. Holy that kick took the breath out of me, like I got kicked for real there. Holy shit, are we playing VR? Well, I'm not. Hannibal's a big hitter. I'd like to also give a shout out to WWE 2K26 for making this game, making CCW a thing since 2K13. We've been creating superstars, but this is our first opportunity getting them on the live on YouTube. Thanks to you guys, the fans. When we first started CCW back on 2K13, we were just doing it for fun. Then 2K18 came out, and we ended up putting our episodes on YouTube, recording them, putting them up thanks to Share Factory on the PlayStation. But now we've got enough subscribers, we've got enough views that YouTube's allowing us to live stream, so we all get to watch this together. And if you're not here tonight, don't be shy to tune in. You have a whole week until the next event comes out. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your friends' family. Tell everybody you want to know, and if you want to be a part of the show, you can be. Just send out a message to the Icon Trevor G on PlayStation, Angel King 47,000. or on YouTube on High Five Gaming. You yourself could be having your created superstar here in our matchups. We love to support the curated community, or the community creations page, shall I say, as the Icon Trevor is struggling to get to his corner. I don't think Hannibal's going to let him know. Hannibal knows if he lets Primetime in, it'll be a fresh body to have to go after. They want to wear down the Icon Trevor G. It looks like they're aiming for his head there. Probably trying to set him up for a spike tombstone pile driver. Headbutt to the back of the head, and he just throws him. I mean, there's nothing technical about that, folks. That big man's just throwing that lightweight around the ring. Oh, talking about big punches to the gut, but Primetime throwing a bunch of punches of his own, and one of his favorite moves he likes to do is that backflip moonsault. Oh, kick and a miss, and Nightmare makes him pay for it. Oh, but I think Primetime just elbowed him in the dick there. Look at that, Primetime with a dick punch or an elbow, and sends Nightmare flying out of the ring. Oh, Nightmare's pretty pissed at that, though. Nobody hits him in the balls and gets away with it. Primetime better stay out of that corner. Nothing good ever happens of being in your enemy's corner. You're leaving yourself open for a heavy damage tag team move, which we have been seeing. I mean, kudos to these tag teams. A lot of them have different tactics, different ways of, laying it into their opponents. But impressive. High-flying, big, heavy slams. This tag team division has definitely given us a show since we debuted it on our USA tour. Before, we didn't actually have enough superstars to have a tag team division, but now we do. Now our roster is growing thanks to you, the community. And we have more belts on the line than ever before. Look at that. Hurricane is sending the big guy down. Primetime Brian's on fire right now as he looks like he's going outside. He better not be trying to grab a weapon, though, because this is a regular rules tag team match. You can't just be hitting your opponent with a weapon or fighting too long outside of the ring. Oh, Primetime Brian almost... I didn't think he had him there, but he did. And Nightmare, I think, broke up a pin that could have seriously ended the match there. He came down with that powerbomb with such velocity. Oh, but Hannibal throwing him and stepping over top of him. Look at that. Nothing technical about that, folks. Hannibal just manhandles his opponents. Both created by I Kill the Boss. I bet he's watching as his two created superstars that don't actually get to fight each other too often, but in this case, they do. We don't let people create too many wrestlers. We kind of keep it to two thanks to the tag team division if you wanted to make yourself a tag team partner. Throw a different one in the mix. Right now, Myth Ninja 1's a lucky person, for example, that has two created characters. Myth Ninja 1's the current PlayStation Network champion with Red Devil and half of the tag team champions with Yokai and his tag team partner, bigLpaso, El Jefe Papa. Look at that, look at that, look at the Icon Trilogy. He's fighting back. But Primetime Brian tried to distract him and he paid for it, though, as Hannibal just tossed him right over the top rope.
Changing plans with that back elbow.
Side headlock applied.
Oh, and he's just popping him in the nose. That mask must be protecting his face at some point. Oh, knocks the big guy down. Ooh, and a moonsault. His brother better get in and break this up or this could be over. Oh, wait a minute. One count. What's it going to take to keep this big super heavyweight down? I guess Primetime Brian and Icon Trevor G are forced to find out. Hannibal just strangling the Icon in the corner, taking his breath away. And again, look at this. What's technical about this? There's no like suplex, crazy agility move. No, he just picks you up and throws you like a sack of potatoes. And his brother just has some mean, nasty strikes. Look at this tag team move coming up here as they both send the Icon Trevor G into the ropes, kick him in the guts, pick him up, and slam him flat on his face. See, you thought you were going to go for a suplex. Nah. That's not their style. They just want to throw you around. And I think the Icon Trevor G's in trouble here as he looks like he's pretty stunned. He's in a dangerous position here. Animal's got him for it looks like a finishing move with that power bomb. Primetime Brian senses a defeat here and jumps and breaks up the count there. The Icon Trevor G better get a tag to his partner before it's too late. And again, just taking the breath right out of him as he strangles him in the corner. This guy, I think we better keep an eye on him outside of the ring. He gives me some like serial killer vibes, like he's strangled people before. And I don't mean in a wrestling match. Animal seems very much the kind of guy. Oh, the Icon Trevor G rolls up Nightmare. He's done this to him before, where he's actually caught him off guard with the pin like that. Nightmare was very wary that time, as he knows that schoolboy pin got the best of him in the match before. He's not going to let it happen again. Knee to the gut from the outside. Looks like he was signaling for a choke slam, but the Icon Trevor G with some quick series of punch combo there. Looks like he's showing off some boxing technique, but Nightmare runs from one end of the ring to the other into a double boot to the face. He is dazed. Oh, and they heard that from the nosebleeds. That cross chop just lit up the chest of the Nightmare. Icon Trevor G's pacing himself. He doesn't want to give up his stamina. I think he's trying to break that knee of Nightmare, though, setting him up for maybe a submission hold. I don't know.
Fends off the attack with an elbow.
And Nightmare sends him up and down. Tagging in his brother. I think he should have went for a pin there. He could have probably had him. But the Icon kicks up out of it.
On the back of the neck.
And I don't know why he kicked out if he was just going to get like almost choke slammed from behind. And then a running elbow. That would have knocked a lesser man out. Oh! And all that weight just cranking his neck. This is not looking good for the 613 Mafia, as the Brothers of Destruction are making short work of the Icon, but the Icon does a nice twist of fate neck breaker, setting up a swanton by Primetime Brian as he goes for the pin here. Oh, only a 1 count. They can't seem to get a 2 count on the big guy yet. Primetime Brian's trying to dive at him, but I think he missed there. And Nightmare from behind. What dirty tactics. Nightmare's not been tagged in yet. He's fighting Primetime Brian on the outside of the other ring. Referee's trying to break it up. Starting a 10 count. But what's Nightmare doing here? See, he shouldn't be doing that. And the Icon Trevor G's also trying to fend himself off against Hannibal on the other side, but Nightmare is definitely doing a number on an opponent when he's not the legal man in. Now it looks like Hannibal's just reaching over and dragging the Icon into the ring. It looks like Hannibal's gone nuts. They both have. The referee's knocked right out. You could go for a pin if you want to, but if there's no ref to count the pin, I mean, this is just anarchy. Referee's finally getting up. So is Primetime, though. Couple of kicks to the leg, gets the big guy down, twirls him around. What's he gonna do? Shorthand pin here. Oh, he finally gets a 2 count with a tricky pin on Animal, and he does a backflip that sends the crowd going crazy. Animal reaching for a tag to his brother Nightmare.
We might just be watching one of the greatest matches we've seen.
This is back and forth. It could be anybody's matchup. Both tag teams are showing some fighting spirit here tonight in Edmonton.
And into the corner he goes.
Every maneuver being returned with counterfire.
Unbelievable.
Up and down.
He's stuck now.
Basic but effective body slam.
Leg drop.
into a sliding leg drop. Nobody does it better than Primetime Brian. That leg just went right over the nose of Nightmare. As the Icon Trevor G returned in the favor of Nightmare, attacking his partner on the outside. I guess he's trying to get a piece of him too. Primetime taunting to the crowd, getting everybody on their feet. He must think he's got this.
Nice go behind into a high impact backdrop suplex. A monstrous German suplex.
Look at this, a series of German suplexes. Look at that, a back suplex, German suplex, and a regular suplex, all delivered simultaneously outside, and Primetime Brian is picking up the pieces of a broken Nightmare outside of the ring. His brother might want to get outside over here, or else they're just going to tag. 2-on-1 them here in the corner. They're both going to get count out if they're not lucky. He slides into the ring. Nightmare. He doesn't get out. If he doesn't get on his feet, he's going to get counted out. Hannibal punching Primetime in the face, and looks like the 613 Mafia wins. Decision by count out. As Nightmare, I feel like, started that, though. It was a regular tag team match, but if you notice, Leb_RP DMX's Nightmare attacked I Kill the Boss's Primetime Brian when he wasn't the legal man. And while Hannibal was going to the other corner, fighting Icon Trevor G, Nightmare was beating up Primetime on the outside. Well, then they returned the favor, and Primetime Brian and the Icon tagged up on the Nightmare on that one corner over there. And I think that was enough to just beat the man senseless so he couldn't crawl back to the ring. If you can't pin him, you can't submit him. Beat him down outside the ring, I guess.
This one ends in a count out.
As the winner, you are going to be questioning if you really earned this one tonight.
I don't know if you noticed, but there was some crazy footwork going on by the Icon on those top ropes there. But kudos to them, an instant classic as rated by the computer, 4.5 stars out of 5 stars. What a great home opener, and congratulations to I Kill the Boss and Primetime Brian and Angel King 47,000 and Icon Trevor G, as you are the last tag team to enter into our fatal 4-way 8-person team of 2, 4 teams of 2 in an elimination 8-person tag match brawl. It's going to be crazy. And the last team to not be pinned or eliminated in Week 25's event will be our new, or who knows, in El Jefe Papa, in Yokai's case, our current champions, the defending tag team champions. We'll find out. As right now, I guess as it stands, the Northern Knights, Little Debbie and Lord Smoke have entered in. The Icon Trevor G and Primetime Brian just did, as well as Hot Carl and Gary Dangerous, with El Jefe Papa and Yokai being our tag team champions. I mean, those 4 tag teams are going to put on one heck of a show, and it's going to be one heck of a battle for those tag team belts in Winnipeg for Week 25's event. But to now figure out who is going to face our current female champion, which is the Marvelous Maple, the daughter of Captain Canuck. She was our first ever females women's champion after winning a 4-way ladder match at Bash at the Beach. And right now we're going to have a fatal 4-way elimination match to see who gets to face Marvelous Maple next week for the Women's CCW Championship. We're just going to get some things more than just kendo sticks put into the ring. And you know what's always fun? Thumbtacks, you know? Let's get the ladies screaming here in Edmonton. Nothing like a thumbtack in the ass to get somebody screaming out loud. And I mean, it puts on a good show. And that's what we're here to put on in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Thank you all for tuning in. will have Avalanche, the Asian Nightmare from Moscow, Russia. Created by Malicious Tier 8. Going up against Heather Ray. Created by Heather X-Ray. Karen, who is the brother, or sorry, it could be the brother, the sister of Nightmare and Hannibal, who we just witnessed in the ring. She has been proven to be a powerhouse in the last couple of weeks since she's made her debut. And the Natural Rain daughter of the icon Trevor G. So these four women are going to enter the ring here in just a few moments, and they will be eliminated by pinfall or submission until the last remaining woman is standing in the ring, and that woman will go on next week to face the daughter of Captain Canuck himself, the Marvelous Maple, our first ever women's CCW champion. Will it be Karen, Avalanche, Heather Ray, or the Natural Rain? We find out right now as this fatal femme fatale elimination four-way match is about to start off here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. I like the flair. A lot of superstars from the past, you can tell, like Ric Flair, Macho Man. These guys come out to the ring with these huge, colorful jackets, and that's what it reminds me when I see Avalanche making their way to the ring.
I can't watch this entrance. I heard this one backstage talking up their own work non-stop. Well, why don't they get in the ring and prove it, huh?
And that face makeup,
right now,
if you've noticed over the last few weeks since she's made her debut, it gets wiped off in some crazy matches, but it starts off looking so fresh. I like to think the more of that face paint gets wiped off the face, the more brutal the matchup was. Some say that purple women's title would look great alongside her purple hair. Will she have what it takes to eliminate three other ladies here in the ring tonight? We'll find out as her opportunity to face Marvelous Maple in a one-on-one matchup could be hers if she plays her cards right. And Avalanche hasn't actually lost in one-on-one competition, so if she wins here tonight, there's a good chance she'll be tapping out our champion. And now making her way to the ring. She asked to be a part of our show through our community comments. If you'd like to throw out a comment out there, we do the best we can to read them out loud. And she had asked, can I be a part of the show? We said, absolutely. We looked her up on the Community Creations page, and here we have her. Heather Ray, who kicked off this Canadian tour, coming back home to Canada with CCW Canadian Championship Wrestling with a victory over Karen, one of the opponents here tonight. I bet Karen's not pleased with that and can't wait to get her hands on this little vampire diva making her way to the ring. From the pits of hell, she looks like she's ready to take a bite out of the competition here tonight.
And her opponents, first, from the pits of hell, Heather Ray!
This woman is the real deal.
The intensity in this building grows with every step closer to that ring. This place is
Heather Ray and Avalanche are now going to step aside and make way for the next superstar to make their way to the ring as Big Bad Karen is making her way to the ring. Sister of Hannibal and Nightmare, Karen has proven herself to be a powerful force in the ladies' locker room. Our biggest female superstar we have right now in our roster. Just like her brother, she's a woman handling the competition instead of man handling them. She's got some impressive moves. I mean, I've seen her pull off this power bomb into a Samoan drop. It's intense to see how she just throws the female superstars around the ring. Fireworks shooting out of the ring post too. Similar to how her brothers do it with fire. As she adds a little extra flair and has fireworks popping out of the corners. Covering her face up just like her brothers do too. Look at this green glowing on. It's scary. And the last one to make it into the ring here tonight, created by my teenage daughter, the icon Trevor G's got her here. The Natural Rain.
Representing the Hit Squad from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, the Natural Rain.
I can't watch this entrance.
She actually won our first ever females matchup. It was a one-on-one competition against Heather Ray, kicking off the first ever female match here in Canadian Championship Wrestling. When we first started, it was just a bunch of dudes playing a wrestling game together. Now we actually got some female gamers joining into the mix. And nothing short of impressive. These female superstars show they have just as much of a right to be in the ring as the men do. As they have been beating the crap out of each other over these last few weeks. Karen being our newest addition. We'll see what these ladies have in store for us tonight. It's this four-way elimination match to see which one gets to face our female champion, Marvelous Maple, next week for the CCW Women's Championship.
This should be a fiercely contested match.
All four of them are going to want to be a number one contender. Oh, what a suplex by Heather Ray, dropping the Natural Rain on her head. And she is sensing she's got her where she wants her. Oh, but Karen's throwing her weight around here. And she's got Avalanche twisted up, but oh, Avalanche returning with a kick to the gut. This female superstar from Moscow, created by Malicious Tier 8, is dominating the ring right now. She's looking to eliminate the Natural Rain early here, but she's showing that she still has some fight in her earlier on in the matchup here. It's kind of hard to keep track of all the action too, and there's more than... But these women are just flying punches and flying kicks back and forth. Oh, that kick had some extra hit to it. One of the best strikers and best submission artists in the business is letting the new girl, Karen, feel welcomed with a series of blows there. Look at that combo. Oh, what's she going to do with her here? I think she's going to tap her out. She's looking to rip that arm off of Big Bad Karen. But Big Bad Karen's rolling out of it. Oh, she's just throwing her weight around and punching her right in the face, but I think some damage had been done there to that arm. She might not be able to throw a chokeslam like her brothers after her arm got twisted up like that. Oh, and Avalanche. I'm sorry about the Natural Rain and Heather Ray, but Avalanche is just taking it to the big girl. Oh, and Heather Ray with a series of headbutts to the Natural Rain in the middle of the ring, too. Leaving her stunned. Referee has got her work cut out for her. She's bouncing around with these counts. Oh, Natural Rain kicks out at one, though. Heather Ray's going to have to maybe hit her with a few more headbutts. Avalanche throwing some thumbtacks down, but didn't see Heather Ray coming, as she's the one that threw the thumbtacks down. But she's also the one that gets dumped on her head on them. Oh no, Karen's got Heather Ray here. What's she gonna do to her? Oh, if she only went forward, she would have hit her in the thumbtacks. Apparently Karen wears the mask because, let's just say she's a butterface. If you like big, beautiful women, Karen's got to keep that mask on, but she hates, good-looking superstars and wants to disfigure them. And she's proven that point by busting that light bulb right over the face of Heather Ray. And she's got her boots up as a dirty pin was almost scored a victory point there for Big Bad Karen, who's looking to disfigure as many female superstars as she can. And with the female locker room knowing that, I think she's going to be have a target on her back. Natural Rain with that spinning kick to the back of Heather Ray. Heather Ray, I don't think, knows where she is. She hits her with the back of the head with those knees, got her in a submission hold. Will Heather Ray be able to roll out of it? But Avalanche kicks Heather Ray in the face to add some insult to injury there. It looked like Heather Ray was about to break out of it, and Avalanche just booted her right in the face, knocking her right out completely. If these two women weren't focused on fighting each other, I think they could have pinned her. Heather Ray's pissed. She's got her eyes set on Avalanche, but Avalanche saw that kick coming and hit her with one of her own. Shoulders up. I think Karen is dumping another bag of thumbtacks too. There's just thumbtacks scattered all in the middle of the ring right now. Look at those knees delivered by Heather Ray. Talking about disfiguring somebody, those knees aren't going to help keep a pretty face pretty, that's for sure. These women are calling off all the shots as weapons are being pulled out, tables, thumbtacks. And a good old classic bear hug to Natural Rain on the outside. Will she submit? No. But I think if you got to do a pinfall or a tap out, it's got to be in the middle of the ring, and the referee's got to see it. So the Natural Rain looked like she might have tapped there, but it didn't count. And I think her guitar was just busted over the Natural Rain. That's why she's limping right now. Pieces of guitar all over the outside of the ring here. Oh my goodness. Does Avalanche really have another bag of thumbtacks? She does. I mean, it looks like a starry night here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, as the ring is just sparkling with these nasty thumbtacks. The Natural Rain calling Big Bad Karen to her feet and crossbody right into the thumbtacks. And Karen rolls out of the ring to safety. I think she knew she was in trouble there if she stayed in the ring. And Natural Rain busts open Avalanche with that kick. Blood splattering all over the camera. And she's got Heather Ray in that cross-face submission hold again. Will Heather Ray be able to hold on this time? But she doesn't. She taps out. The Natural Rain taps out Heather Ray, and she is now eliminated and will not be facing the women's champion next week, but we'll find out. As one superstar is eliminated, another 3 remain. Big Bad Karen throwing her weight around there. She's pushing her big chest on top of Avalanche, hoping to score a pin, but Avalanche makes her pay for it with that dragon twist knee screw. Natural Rain pouring out some more thumbtacks. And Avalanche climbing across the top rope, showing us her agility there. She did a pretty interesting elbow drop to Karen. If Natural Rain wasn't involved, I think she would have went for the pin and got it there. But Natural Rain making sure everyone knows she's still a factor. She scored the first elimination. Can she score the next one? Oh my goodness. Okay, I think these ladies are obsessed with thumbtacks because Karen's now pouring a bag. Are we breaking records? How many bags of thumbtacks do we have underneath this bloody ring? If Karen throws out another bag of thumbtacks, I'm gonna jump out of my seat. Oh, she's got a hockey stick in her hand and just cracked it open over the skull of the Natural Rain. I wouldn't be surprised if she's knocked right out, but she's not. She kicks out at one. All that weight landed right on the back of the Natural Rain. Natural Rain scoops, ducks underneath the attempt there. Oh, she spits in the face of Karen. She spat in her face after hitting her with that hockey stick and then just clubs Avalanche with that hockey stick. Whoa, that hockey stick spun. Did you see that? And now, Avalanche has that hockey stick and just cracks it open. The Natural Rain might be knocked out completely here after that hockey stick slap shot to the skull. But she kicks out and she's still in it. Oh no, Big Bad Karen with a guitar. She gonna bust it over the head of Avalanche, and she does. Avalanche is singing a song here as she is seeing stars. And probably thinks she's at a karaoke bar right now, because that has to hurt. Oh, on top of the thumbtacks there. Oh no. Natural Rain setting up her favorite submission move as she's got Avalanche in that crossface. Will Avalanche tap out here in Edmonton? And she does. The Natural Rain makes the submission artist Avalanche tap out. It comes down to these two ladies, Big Bad Karen and the Natural Rain. Will the sister of Hannibal and Nightmare come out victorious? Or will the daughter of the icon Trevor G be able to eliminate each woman independently? Think about it. The Natural Rain eliminated Heatherway. She's eliminated Avalanche. If she eliminates Karen, that's got to be some crazy momentum moving into a titleship match next week. Avalanche taking it to the big girl. Oh, when the big girl's down. Right on top of those thumbtacks with a hockey stick repeatedly to the back of the head 3 times. My God. I'm surprised the ref doesn't rip that hockey stick out of their hand and said, you're going to commit a murder here. Oh, what's she doing? She's walking up to her, sizing her up. Oh, but she blocks that kick and retaliates with a clothesline. Look at that, sending her right into those thumbtacks. At this point, I don't think it doesn't matter where you land, you're going to land in the thumbtack. Especially since Big Bad Karen's got a big bag of them right here, and she's dumping more of them. Look at them bouncing on the ground here. Oh, what a backbreaker, and she's landing in those thumbtacks that she just poured out. And now Natural Rain dumping thumbtacks as an insult to injury on top of Big Bad Karen. I've never seen so much thumbtacks in my life. And I don't think this is going to go well for the Natural Rain. She just got dropped right on those tacks. And Big Bad Karen looking like she's going to secure a victory. But no, the Natural Rain kicks out, keeping this matchup alive. One of these two women will face Marvelous Maple next week for that women's championship. Karen thinks it's going to be her after she delivers this powerbomb. Samoan drop into the thumbtacks. If this isn't over, paramedics better be standing by with a pair of pliers, because thumbtacks need to be pulled out of all these ladies.
Here's another quick look at
and it looks like Big Bad Karen has stolen the show tonight with that impressive powerbomb Samoan drop combo. Now, I told you guys about that when we were first watching her make her way to the ring, that was a devastating move that I've seen her do before. And surprised she didn't find a victory with it. But she found victory here tonight. Look at her strangling the life out of the Natural Rain. And this is the pin that ended it all right here. Congratulations, sister to Hannibal and Nightmare. Big Bad Karen is going in next week into Saskatoon, Saskatchewan to face Marvelous Maple for the Female Women's Championship. This is going to be a tough show, or a great show, I mean, and a tough fight for the Marvelous Maple, for the daughter of Captain Canuck. Will she be able to take this big mountain, this big Bertha down? We'll find out next week. But for now, you could be looking at your next women's champion here with Big Bad Karen. Congratulations to you. Look at the thumbtacks. There's literally thumbtacks in this woman's shoulder. Do you see that? If you don't think our female superstars are tough, try being the paramedic that's got to pull those out. I mean, they're liable to get choked down through a table just trying to attend to these women's wombs here tonight. But kudos to Marvelous, Malicious Tier 8 and Avalanche, and as well as the Natural Rain, daughter of the icon Trevor G, and Heather Ray. Your attempts of becoming a champion here tonight may have stopped for now, but we'll see if you get another opportunity at some point down the line. But it looks like Big Bad Karen is the winner here tonight, and will be the one out of the four to face Marvelous Maple next week for the championship. That was an intense match. I mean, so many thumbtacks. I gotta look back, but I think that was the most thumbtacks we've ever seen in a matchup. Like, no joke. But to end the night, now that we know who's going to face our females champion next week, and we already know who's going to face our tag team champions at the week 25 and our women's champion next week. Now, we got a ladder match coming up, folks. A 5-way ladder match to end tonight's show. This will be our main event, as 5 men are going to enter into the ring, and they will be a briefcase, a CCW briefcase, suspended above the ring. And inside of it will be a contract to face Red Devil, Myth Ninja 1's Red Devil, for the PlayStation Network Championship. And I think that's something crazy to think of. You know, like that's some cool beans scenarios. Red Devil has definitely brought the fights to that belt. He has defended it, lost it, regained it again, and I don't think he wants to lose it anymore. But we're going to find out who gets to be in this ladder match and find out which one of them is going to be the lucky man to grab that belt suspended above the ring. Give us a moment here as we set this match up. You know what? We're going to see Tough Man Teddy come out to the ring tonight. Tough Man Teddy, hopefully you'll get your shot at a PlayStation Network Championship. We're going to see. Uncle Buck Nasty. He was on the 2K18 back in the day, created by Yovich, and he's going to see if he has a chance at becoming a PlayStation Network champion. Prince Moonbeam. We'll see if you got a chance of becoming a PlayStation Network champion, if you could climb up that ladder tonight. Big B Dalton, you won a ladder match before for the World Championship. Can you win another ladder match and see if you could face Red Devil next week for the PlayStation Network Championship? We're going to find out. And Crybaby Cryo, he actually won the first ever PlayStation Network Championship matchup in an 8-person ladder match for the CCW, or PlayStation Network Championship here on CCW Live. Can he win another ladder match and enter into a one-on-one matchup against the PlayStation Network champion Red Devil next week? We're about to find out. We're a select Money in the Bank, and we have made it our official CCW. Oh. And here we are, our CCW Money in the Bank briefcase. He's making his debut here tonight. If you notice, the last ones were just Money in the Bank briefcases from WWE, but this one is a custom Money in the Bank one, created by yours truly for CCW. We like to promote the community creations as much as we can, and we've created our CCW arenas, or CCW championships, and we've created these CCW superstars to entertain us all. And talking about entertainment, here comes Tough Man Teddy, created by PlayStation 8 JJ.
To win this match, the winner is a superstar who climbs up the ladder and retrieves a briefcase
Look,
with a contract
fireworks
inside
going off here.
to be cashed in over the next year, anytime, any place. Making his way to the ring from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 150 pounds, the Dumpster Dog Tough Man Teddy!
Okay, I will have to talk to the ring announcer. I wasn't paying attention before, but the rumors are true. Primetime Brian did pay off the ring announcer to call out Tough Man Teddy's name. If you just notice, as the Dumpster Dog Tough Man Teddy. We will have to have words about accepting bribes by the ring announcer, telling him you can't just change people's names like that. Although I find it's always funny that the referee has to help Tough Man into the ring.
He says it's all about dominance
as this male diva deserves better. He deserves not to be called the Dumpster Dog. Look at that mustache. Look at those professional looking glasses. Look at that back hair. This is a man that takes pride in himself. Some of those scars have been actually developing over his face over his last few matches. I mean, he's been thrown through a plate glass window of a car. His head's been smashed through a dumpster on a number of occasions. Tough Man Teddy is definitely not wearing cover-up tonight. He did, although, at one event and was laughed at, so he refuses to wear the cover-up. Trying to prove how tough he is, as he is the first person to wait for the next four to make their way to the ring.
The Vision from Kingston, Jamaica, weighing in at 600 pounds. The original gangsta, Big Nasty Buck.
Just listen to the
Uncle
WWE
Buck Nasty. Now this guy, when he made his debut on PlayStation 4's 2K18, he was a dominating force. Although he hasn't found much luck in the tag team division with his tag team partner YO1. These superstars created by Yo Vision have won matches in the past and have dominated the roster before. Can they dominate here again tonight? Uncle Buck Nasty wants to break that losing streak here on CCW Live and come out as a winner here tonight and hopefully get his shot at the PlayStation Network champion Red Devil next week. Everybody get your wallets and your pockets out. You know what? I'm a little broke this week. Give me a second here. This guy always comes raining 20s out of the sky.
And from Punjab, India, weighing in at 210 pounds, Prince
There's money flying.
Take a look at the talent in competition here. You can see exactly why the WWE Universe is so amped up for this one.
And this is real money, too. There was some talk about whether these bills would be Canadian when we came back to Canada, because he debuted in the USA Tour. But I can tell you firsthand, these are real American $20 bills. Spreading the love of money no matter where he goes. Bull Money 613 has created Prince Moonbeam, and he definitely makes it rain. Decked out in gold rings, gold jewelry, 24 karat gold glasses. Look at that watch. Some people spend the amount of money on a down payment on a house. This guy just puts it on a ring or a watch. Talk about down payment of the house. Probably a house worth of money just thrown out of the ring right now as he buys his way to his fans, but not to the top of the roster. We told him he can't buy his way into a championship match. He has to earn it. And earn it he will. And look at this. Big D Dalton now making his way to the ring. Former world champion looking to run some ladders and maybe even some CCW superstars over. Watch out there, Tough Man Teddy. My goodness, I think he just pushed him out of the way there. Someone's got to remind him that he could walk down the ring. When he held the championship belt, he walked down the ring. Now he's raging. He just comes flying out with an ATV. That CCW briefcase suspended above his head, suspended above the ring. All he has to do is climb the ladder and reach up like he's done before for the championship. This time, it'll be for a contract to face Red Devil next week for the PlayStation Network title. Can Big D become a champion again here in CCW? We're going to find out as his opportunity to face the champion next week is between him and 4 other CCW superstars. We'd like to thank you all for coming out as this sold-out crowd here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada is enjoying the show, and we hope you are too, as this will be our main event of the night, with Blueberry Bouncers, Crybaby Cryle being the last superstar to make their way to the ring here in Edmonton.
Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 205 pounds, babyface, Crybaby,
Now that's a tongue twister of a name if I ever heard one. Crybaby Cryle has made a lot of superstars cry over the few weeks here of CCW. Almost about half a year we've been doing this. And he's been here since the start. This blue-skinned wrestler, created by PlayStation name Blueberry Bouncer, is no stranger to the PlayStation Network Championship, as he had once held it before. He's looking to climb that ladder and get an opportunity to hold it once again.
This should get chaotic fast.
And this is going to be a chaotic matchup here for our main event tonight. Forgive me if I missed some of the action, but the cameraman and I are going to do the best we can. And that's why I miss Big El Paso. Because if I miss something, usually he's here and he sees something else that I might have missed. But again, Big El Paso will be here next week to help me announce these championship matches, but tonight it is just me. I hope I'm doing a good job for you guys on my own. And we're going to find out here in this main event 5-way ladder match who's facing Red Devil next week. Oh, look at that. Blueberry Bouncer just made both those superstars' heads collide. Looks like Uncle Buck Nasty's pissed off about something on the outside of the ring. A ladder already being thrown in the middle of the ring here. Somebody's eager to get that briefcase. Ooh, look at that drop kick delivered by Blueberry Bouncers. Crybaby Cryle as he's on fire right now. Taking out Big D, taking out Uncle Buck Nasty. That backflip found its mark. Tough Man Teddy talking some shit on the outside of the ring as Crybaby Cryle's going up for it. He's the first one to climb up to the top of the rope. And the rest of them are all there to pull that ladder down. And that's the thing. You gotta pay attention in a 5-way ladder match. There's 2 of them that could be fighting, right? 1 versus 1, 1 versus 1. Well, who's fighting the 5th guy? The 5th guy could be climbing up that ladder. So these guys gotta not just pay attention to the opponent in the ring. They gotta pay attention to that ladder. Who's climbing it? It's anybody's ball game here in Edmonton. What a unique bulldog by Tough Man Teddy. Created by PlayStation name Jajink. He thought he could change his username easily when he was creating his PlayStation name, but I guess not, and he just left it like that. Oh, he gets a neck breaker on that ladder, I think, by Prince Moonbeam. Tough Man Teddy doesn't know where he is, and he gets sent out of the ring for it. And, oh, I think Big D calling out Crybaby Kyle on the outside there. Uncle Buck Nasty picking up Prince Moonbeam, walking him across the ring, and throwing him over the top rope. Don't forget, folks, there's no pinfalls, no submissions, no ring countouts, no disqualifications. It is the first person to climb up that ladder and reach for that briefcase like Uncle Buck Nasty's doing right now. He's got his hands on it. Oh no, if nobody stops him, he's gonna get it. Crybaby Kyle better push. Look, Prince Moonbeam's pushing too. They're both pushing, but the big guy's still hanging. Somebody better stop Uncle Buck Nasty. And Tough Man Teddy tried, but Uncle Buck Nasty, they were too focused on each other. Prince Moonbeam and Crybaby Kyle should have maybe paired up and helped each other get Uncle Buck Nasty off, but they were so focused on the fight and fighting each other. And I think Tough Man Teddy came in 2 steps too late as he tried to rip the ladder out from underneath Uncle Buck Nasty, but he was so heavy to pull down, I guess. And Uncle Buck Nasty knew once he got his hands on that briefcase, he had to hold on to it for dear life. He wasn't letting go, even if that ladder was pulled out from underneath him. So congratulations to PlayStation name Yo Vision and your creative superstar, Uncle Buck Nasty, as you have now broken your losing streak and will have now secured a victory here in our main event in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. You, my friend, are going to be going to see Red Devil in a PlayStation Network Championship matchup next week. Although it was quick, I didn't expect it to go that fast. I honestly thought Uncle Buck Nasty was going to get ripped off that ladder, but no, he saw an opportunity. He ran right up that ladder, and he ripped that CCW briefcase from above the ring, and he is now holding on to it and gets to face Red Devil for the PlayStation Network Champions next week in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in here tonight. Congratulations once more to Big Bad Karen, as you will be facing Marvelous Maple next week for the Women's CCW Championship. And congratulations once more to the Icon Trevor G and Primetime Brian for their victory over Hannibal and Nightmare. You will be the last tag team to enter in our Tag Team Championship match at Week 25's event in Winnipeg, Manitoba for the Tag Team Championships. As always, thank you all for watching tonight's live stream. If you'd like to include yourself, feel free to send a message out in the comments. We'd like to shout them out as best we can, as well as let us know if you have a community-created superstar that you'd like to see on the show. And just let us know how we're doing. You know, sometimes it's cool to hear you guys say, hey, what's up, you know? And next week we will see Big El Paso return to the ringside with me to announce these matchups, as our championships will be on the line for the Women's and PlayStation Network Championship, as well as an 8-person over-the-top rope battle royale, which will determine who will face our big CCW World Champion Green Machine, GG Greener's Green Machine, in his hometown of Winnipeg, Manitoba for Week 25's event. And much more to come. Anything's possible here in Canadian Championship Wrestling. But until next week, we hope you all stay safe and we hope you all enjoyed the show. Have a good night, everybody.